So before the video starts, I want to explain that this footage is from over a month ago. And it being my first adventure, the video is quite a mess.
What do I do?
We'll just wait for us.
Oh, okay.
So what's the...
Just record.
Easy, no me dejan?
Alright. Wait, hold on. I've never...
You want to stay here?
Yeah.
You want to turn off the camera?
No.
Alright.
That being said, it is a very beautiful mess and it is a very special mess to me. I think that there's still enough footage to salvage the story that we experienced and it is worth retelling to you all. I just found out that one of my friends is free to be the cameraman for today, and you know, it's the first day that I'm filming. I wasn't even expecting it today. I literally just threw on some clothes. I don't even have my hair done. Like, I am not ready. So with no sense of direction, a simple concept, and a strong desire to film this video, I gathered my thoughts together and formulated this plan. Write my questions down, find a location, find someone willing to join, and buy their coffee and invite them to this interview. Okay, so I have written down a lot of questions. I'm not sure which ones I'm gonna go with yet. I think I'm gonna feel it out based on whoever, you know, says yes to the interview. Shout out Frida. Frickin' frack.
Just got it.
Okay, so we've made it to the coffee shop. I say we because Emilio's here.
Hi guys.
So let me stop the video here to introduce Emilio because I did not give him the best introduction.
That was not the proper introduction to you.
I will do that better.
I mean, basically all you told them was, yeah, we went to the same school, guys. Thank you.
Emilio is who I would call my voice of reason, and he is one of my best friends, if not the best. And though yes, me and Emilio have gone to school together since elementary all the way up until college, that's not the reason why we've stayed close friends. Emilio has been there for me, and we've been there for each other through the highest and the lowest, and we've proven that our love and respect for each other will always be stronger. That's the kind of friendship me and Emilio have. And thankfully, Emilio offered to help me film this video, so I'm very appreciative. But my poor director skills took over and I did not give him the proper guidance. So I am sorry, but thank you, Emilio, for being the perfect first cameraman. So I already talked myself out of talking to the first person. I didn't even go up to them. It was the perfect chance.
Yeah, there were two people. They got off right before us and I was like, Agent, let's go, let's ask them. And then I couldn't open my door. They had already, like, the girl had opened her door and Agent was already by the trunk. So he could have easily asked them, but I mean, everything works out for a reason, so we're just waiting on somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, I wimped out. I just didn't feel it. I was not mentally prepared, even though this is literally the whole premise of what I'm doing, but I'll try again. Hopefully another opportunity comes by soon. Right. Okay, so someone just came by. They're right behind me. I'm building up the courage to go. Alright, I'm going. So I want to explain how I felt in this moment, as the person that had just pulled up was blasting music, had their windows down, and looked very serious. I did not expect them to want to talk to me, and I am not the type to judge a book by its cover, but I was definitely intimidated.
Hopefully this works out, just so you can get over that little curve of stressing over asking somebody. I think he said, oh yeah, so that sounds like a yes. So
let me tell you a bit about who's Anthony.
He's gonna tell you once he comes back.
Anthony is a director, videographer, and a cinematic photographer. And he couldn't have been any more perfect of a stranger for me to meet on this day. He quickly told me to calm down and that he was willing to be in the video. Right after he told me, I was in shock, but I was definitely excited. In fact, I had jitters up until the interview. He was very quick to ask, so what now? And I was just as lost as he was. So I bought his coffee. We sat down and we started this interview. What made you open to having this conversation other than the coffee?
So I like meeting people. I feel like I'm a people person. I feel like I get that from my mom. And I think what I want to do for the rest of my life, I want to be a director.
Yeah.
So I feel like you kind of have to be open-minded to who you're meeting.
Yeah.
So you can't be too closed off. Even though I'm very introverted. But I'm also an extrovert. I'm like hybrid.
Yeah. You were saying that you were open to this because you want to be a director.
Yeah. So I think as a director, you kind of have to like be talkative. You have to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's very important.
Yeah.
and you guys seem chill. Like the way you approached me was very like calm.
You think so? Dude,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
so
no, yeah.
bad. I was shaking. I'm telling
No,
you. like-
yeah, no, I didn't see that from you.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate it. Here, let me move on to the next question.
Okay. Yeah.
No, yeah, even you, like, you're, like, for a director and for a film or editor, like, I think, like you said, you want to do this as your career, and I can
Yeah.
see it off of you. Like, you give off that great vibe, and I really appreciate you being so open-minded.
Thank you,
to-
bro.
to be
Well,
in
I
here.
appreciate that. That's a good compliment.
What makes you smile? Like, what are things that just make you happy?
What makes me happy?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Probably can't tell with all the tattoos.
That's fine.
But yeah, so I have a close relationship with God. Obviously, it's not perfect,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that's why, like, I don't rely a lot of my spirituality from man or a pastor, because they're just as bad as us.
Okay, yeah.
So what makes me smile, what makes me happy right now, is knowing that there's nothing I can do to earn my faith,
Right.
and that's what puts a smile. Like, there's nothing like I know I'm a sinner,
Mm-hmm.
and I can sin every day.
Right.
And not doing it intentionally, or like saying that, oh, God is gonna forgive me regardless. But it's more of like, I'm happy. That's what makes me smile. Like that I have a father, a spiritual father, that's gonna be
There for you.
there for me regardless of my mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And coffee as well. Like, it puts a smile on my face.
For sure.
That's why,
for
like
sure.
I said, like I come here like almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
I love coffee.
I think your message of knowing that there's someone there for you regardless is
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
very
yeah,
powerful. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, you're 20 years old, so you have a whole life.
Yeah.
Well, I have a whole life ahead of me.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
like,
we're both young.
yeah, we're young.
What's something you think more people should do to make the world a little better? To the next
I
question.
think just be nice.
Yeah.
You know, like
I completely
like I
agree.
said, when you approached me, your mannerism was very like what can I do to help you, and versus like, hey, can you do this for us?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's all about being open and just being human.
Yeah. No, I completely
I
agree.
think that's what would make the world a better place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need more of that.
How do you think that, or what do you think we could do to, better ourselves?
Better ourselves. Man, doing the things that we love, and then
No, I mean, that's a good point.
I think, and having community.
Mm-hmm.
I think being by ourselves all the time, isolating ourselves can be bad. I think we should always find a reflection of ourselves. Like the way that me and Kevin met. Well, he first started cutting my hair, but
Mhm.
we started talking about heartbreak, and that's something that we could we related to at that time.
Right.
And that grew us closer as friends, because we were like, oh, this is something we have in common, and we were there for each other
Mm-hmm.
at the pinnacle of our hardest moments
Right,
emotionally
right.
in our life.
And I think that heartbreak's a very interesting one, because even though in the future you start realizing, oh, like, I don't even know why I was tripping over this person, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's fair to feel the things that you were feeling when you first got out of the heartbreak, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I think, like, and it's not just heartbreak. This goes into everything. Like, as we grow up, we start realizing, like,
yeah.
the things that meant something to us back then,
Mhm.
it wasn't even that important, right? But I'm
Well,
glad you were able to find.
I think it means something at that moment in time, and that's something that we can maybe learn from,
Yeah.
right? I think things happen for a reason,
Right.
right? Like now I know better.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely taking in the good, even the bad. Like, it's I wish you well in your heartbreak and in your
Yeah.
recovery, right?
We're getting better. We're getting better.
Yeah, I'm glad. And like you said, maybe this conversation, like, even helps you take some
Yes.
introspective
Yes.
thoughts, right?
Yeah.
But like, I think this is where I start putting God, right? I think God puts the right people in our paths, and definitely, like,
Yeah.
like, to some degree, we were meant to meet each other.
For sure.
I love that I bumped into you. Like I genuinely am enjoying this conversation and enjoying the experience of just talking
Me
to
too.
you.
Me too. I feel good. It was good outside too, man.
It does.
It's been chilly these last couple days, but it feels really good right now.
Chilly, cold, rain, man.
Yeah.
Something I want to do for my videos is whoever I talk to is ask for a song recommendation,
Okay.
and eventually build up a playlist of all the people that I've talked
Okay.
to. Do you have a song that you would like to recommend?
Can I look at my playlist real quick?
Yeah.
I have a.
I just think it'd be nice to eventually rack up a bunch of music that people have recommended over
En el Olvido by Omar Apollo.
by Omar Apollo.
Yeah.
He was just here, no? Or he's gonna be here.
He's gonna be here. I think. Oh, he was here in December,
Uh-huh.
but he's gonna be here again.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, thank you so much for joining me in this experience,
Yeah.
having the openness to have some coffee, share your thoughts with me, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Take care.
Thank you, bro.
All right.
That went well.